an opposite colored bishop type of position.
Right. If h3, bishop takes f3 would have been played. So he goes
Queen
queen
d3 is
d3.
nice on pinning. This does seem to be headed toward a relatively dry position. I would definitely take black here, though. I think it's equal objectively, but you go e6, then maybe rook d8, maybe prepared d4.
And it's because black is the one with access to pawn breaks, right? White is nowhere near pawn breaks. Black's more active. Look at the pawn structure. All those white pawns and dark squares limit the scope of the bishop on g7. But if the move d4 happens and the board really opens up, that bishop on g7 can shine.
Which is why I think Nihal has cooked up c4 in response to d4. But Grischuk now d4 is more of a serious threat, because after c4 knight a5, you might end up losing that pawn.
Right. And you mentioned before, even without d4 included, that after the move a3 was played by white, b3, c4, the light squares on the queen side are a problem. That's why Grischuk is happy to have the knight still on the board, because if the knights disappeared right now, well, it's how you can take advantage of c4 and b3. You don't really have pieces to go there. So the fact that knights are on the board, knight a5 can happen, and then the knight can jump into the game.
Yeah, but on the other hand, I would argue that maybe white can try something like bishop h3 and using the knight for his advantage. Knight g5. I agree this is very superficial, but I was thinking about certain sacrifices, knight f7, bishop e6 ideas. Instead, Nihal goes for a far more tame and I'm sure objectively better continuation, rook ac1. White's got this clamp on some of these squares. That pawn on f4 is kind of a beast here. Without that pawn, black would just go e5, e4, run white out of the gym.
Right. So he goes h5, trying to get some pressure on the king's head. I think you were about to say there could be some rook e6 sacrifices.
Knight g5 again. Don't, I know it's sounds ridiculous now, but all white needs is 2 or 3 moves before serious threats have been created. HG and rook e6. I think that works.
No way. I think it does.
Oh my goodness. I willed this into being, and I think Grischuk has completely missed that. And Nihal, look at the confidence. He will not pass up this opportunity.
That was an eyebrow raised by Grischuk being like, that one didn't cross my radar.
Right.
And does he have to play like bishop g7
head over the head? Or king g7?
Oh, king g7 is better for sure. Then if you're...
But how depressing is that? White drops the rook back. Just a second ago, Sasha had seemingly a risk-free position. Now he's down a pawn and his position's in shambles. Now he's definitely calculating FE, but Robert, I find it very hard to believe that white's not just completely winning here. Maybe just take the pawn and knight g5.
And knight h7 checkmate.
takes, knight g5. Well, I guess black can go queen e7 and guard against that, but it's a moot point. We'll cross that bridge if we get there. He took it. No.
Okay. So now we might get there. Let's see.
Now we might get it.
Instead of queen e6, you can also play bishop h3, bring another attacker in. And that way, knight g5, knight h7 will be checkmate. Ideas involving bishop h3 and so on. But Nihal, he'll need.
Look at the time that he's spending. Look at the fact that rather than blitzing out queen takes c6, the guy hunkers down, takes a minute. Another thing, he probably saw that Grischuk had a red bar, doesn't immediately make a move, and that's what I think chess maturity is really defined by. Doesn't matter how tempting a move is. He's going to sit there and work it out until he's absolutely sure that he's giving black no chances. And the product, bishop h3, which I think is by far the most precise move. Kudos right there to Nihal. That was excellent.
And it was so tempting to just go queen e6, knight g5, but it's a lesson in bringing more pieces into the attack. Maybe the other line worked, but this is very clear. Your queen is one piece, bishop is a second, knight is a third. 3 pieces can really deliver a blistering checkmate.
Right. Rook c7, last-ditch effort to cover as many squares as possible. Bishop takes c6, knight g5 even is possible. You don't even have to rush. I mean, I like knight g5. There it is.
Oh, because now you can't play king f8 because knight takes e6.
Knight d4 is kind of a funny move.
You probably could even take it.
You could even take e6 and watch this line. Takes, king h8. Whoop.
Well,
whoop. And
you added moves. Instead of queen takes e6 check there, you could play queen h7 first.
Oh, nice. And then knight takes e6. Beautiful.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen a fork with a queen, 2 rooks, a bishop, and a king all at once.
Talk about family forks or royal forks. What do you even call that? A quintuple fork?
I mean,
I think Grischuk might resign here.
yeah, that
Watch him go knight d4.
Yeah, knight d4 doesn't stop anything. You can just play pawn takes d4. That's how bad black's position is right
King, king g2. Now, just take the pawn.
here. Are you trying to put me to sleep here with your
Yes.
Yasser? Yeah, this one's over.
I remember when I played an aging Effen Geller, and he had a long night out on the town in Hastings. Well, he fell asleep on the board.
This is the quietest I've ever heard you. This is like rook d6 played, and
Bishop e6, same idea. If rook e6, queen h7.
yeah, that's a problem. But bishop e6, king f8.
Check.
Oh, this queen f8 mate. If you go.
Oh.
Queen g6. Oh, no, queen g6.
Don't go queen g6, but I thought queen g5. But
rook e1. Rook e1.
Okay, rook e1. Let's watch it happen. Oh, Nihal taking e6. It doesn't matter, though.
He can do the same thing, right?
Queen h3, yeah. For some reason, he fell into the same illusion that I did, which is that you have to, like, go through this particular sequence, and Grischuk resigns